What if I told you that after decades of silence, martial arts legend Bolo Yeung has finally broken his silence about Bruce Lee, and what he revealed has left fans divided, angry, and stunned. To many, Bruce Lee was untouchable, the ultimate icon whose influence on martial arts and film is still unmatched. And Bolo Yeung, the muscle-bound villain from Enter the Dragon, was one of Lee's most memorable co-stars. For years, fans speculated about their relationship. Were they close friends, rivals, or something else entirely? Now, Bolo's long-awaited comments have finally surfaced, and the truth is stirring up emotions that no one expected. Bruce Lee and Bolo Yeung's paths crossed in the early 1970s during the filming of Enter the Dragon, the movie that would cement Bruce Lee as a global superstar. While Lee was the charismatic hero, Bolo became the unforgettable villain. His massive physique, intimidating presence, and martial arts skill made him the perfect on-screen counterpart. The battles they shared on screen became legendary, fueling endless speculation about what their relationship was like off-camera. Fans imagined mutual respect, perhaps even friendship, but Bolo's recent words paint a far more complicated picture. For decades, Bolo Yeung remained relatively quiet about Bruce Lee, always offering respectful but brief statements. He let the mystique of Lee speak for itself, avoiding controversy. But recently, Bolo finally opened up in an interview, and his honesty shocked fans. He admitted that while he admired Lee's skill and charisma, working with him wasn't always easy. According to Bolo, Bruce's intensity, perfectionism, and obsession with control sometimes made him difficult on set. For a man like Bolo, who valued discipline and respect, clashing with such a dominant personality left its mark. These revelations sent shockwaves through the martial arts community. To some, Bolo's words felt like betrayal, a tarnishing of Bruce Lee's almost mythic reputation. Fans who grew up idolizing Lee were furious, accusing Bolo of jealousy or of rewriting history. Others, however, saw his honesty as refreshing, finally pulling back the curtain on a man who, while brilliant, was still human. For the first time, the public began to grapple with the idea that Bruce Lee's genius may have come with flaws, and Bolo Yeung had dared to say it out loud. What made Bolo's confession even more dramatic was the way he described Lee's aura. He admitted that Bruce's presence was overwhelming, that he demanded not just attention but absolute dedication from everyone around him. For Bolo, who had worked tirelessly to build his own career, standing in Lee's shadow was both an honor and a burden. He respected Lee's discipline but struggled with the intensity of his personality. It was a rare glimpse into the personal dynamics of two martial arts giants whose legacies remain forever intertwined. Yet, despite his criticisms, Bolo did not dismiss Bruce Lee's greatness. In fact, he acknowledged that Lee was unlike anyone he had ever met, an innovator, a pioneer, and a force of nature whose influence was undeniable. His words, while raw and unsettling to fans, also revealed a deep complexity. Bolo's account was not about hatred or bitterness, but about honesty, about what it was truly like to stand opposite a man who had become a legend. The backlash, however, has been intense. Fans who prefer the myth over the man have lashed out, furious that Beyond the Lookout dared to expose imperfections in their hero. But others argue that his perspective only makes Bruce Lee more relatable, a reminder that even icons are human. In the end, Bolo Yeung's revelation is not just about one man's opinion, but about the difficulty of speaking truth in the shadow of a legend. The story of Bruce Lee and Bolo Yeung remains one of martial arts cinema's most fascinating legacies. Their on-screen clash in Enter the Dragon will forever be remembered, but now, thanks to Bolo's candid confession, fans are seeing the story from a whole new angle. Whether you find his words shocking, disappointing, or enlightening, one thing is certain. The truth has finally been spoken, and it has changed the way we see both men forever.